Hey everyone, it's Karen. So I have been making these nonfiction videos where I kind of give you a tour of what I own for nonfiction. And I kind of wanted to wrap it up today. So I have two more videos, this one and one more. And basically just keep in mind these are not memoirs because I keep those in a different section, and they are not my nonfiction that are signed, but they are my nonfiction books that I have read that are not signed and are not memoirs. So with all those little caveats, I would like to show you 10 more, and then I have one more video that is going to be 10 plus a few extras. So the first book is The Sixth Extinction, an Unnatural History. I found this book super interesting, but it was a bit more all over the place than I would have liked. But basically this is about how our world is a hot mess and we need to try and help it, and it is a bit of information on previous extinctions as well as the direction that we're headed together. So yeah. Then I read Hidden Valley Road, which is about this family where almost all of the children are schizophrenic, and it is just this chaotic living situation for the kids who are and are not schizophrenic. And it's just really interesting about this entire family and how the kids grow up and, you know, what happens to them as adults. Then this should probably actually be in my children's section, but it is To Be a Slave by Julius Lester, and these are primary sources of various things that have happened to slaves, and it is just absolutely horrible, which everyone knows, but to see it in primary sources just adds a whole nother level to things. Then The Last Child in the Woods, which is about all the benefits for children spending more time outside, and really adults too should be spending time outside, but this book was super, super interesting and super motivating to get me outside. Tell Me How It Ends, an essay in 40 questions. This is about the people who come over the border, mostly from Mexico, and just what things are like for them, the questions they are asked at the border, their stories. It was very powerful, and it's very short, so definitely a good book to read if you want to learn more about border control and immigration and all those things. And then Wintering, I've talked about this book a lot lately. This is just about how to take care of yourself when things are not going so well in your life, and just that kind of season of just really being present with your pain and suffering, and trying to learn a lesson from what you're going through, and just to take care of yourself while you're going through it. Then The River of Doubt, which is about Theodore Roosevelt and his journey into nature and into the wilderness, and the crazy things that happen to him and his son while they are just trying to get a broader image, I guess, of nature, but I don't know that they fully understood the craziness of it. And then How to Do Nothing. This book is amazing on mindfulness and on really being present in your life, and on building a life that is so full and so present that you naturally get off social media, or you get on it less, not because you're trying to stay away from social media, but because you just have such a full life outside of the internet. And then So You Want to Talk About Race, which is a super powerful discussion of all the questions basically that people might have about race, and the answers to them, I guess. It is an amazing, amazing book. And then finally Is It All in Your Head, which is about psychosomatic illness and people that basically have unresolved emotional sort of things going on that they might not even realize are going on in their life, and how it manifests itself in the body. It was just really interesting to hear about people that have so much more severe symptoms than I would have expected. I thought psychosomatic was more headaches or stomach aches, or thinking you have a disorder or a disease that you don't, but this is people who are literally paralyzed or have had not strokes, seizures, stuff like that. It's so crazy, the stuff that these people are going through, and this whole discussion of health and mental illness is really interesting. So those are 10 more books for you. I'm curious if you're interested in reading any of them or have read any of them. I'm also curious, like, what would you recommend to me based on what you've seen so far in my nonfiction library? But I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.